All right, welcome back to another up-tempo basketball game. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of of up-tempo basketball, on-base baseball too. In this game, we're going to replay the 2000 playoffs, Portland at LA. This was a great series in the Western Conference Finals, and LA finally won this one 4 games to 3, and it was a real back and forth affair. Just great basketball, clutch shooting, and just a really notable and wonderful series in the history of the NBA playoffs. And so, going to play this one. This is basically game 7. Portland at LA, 89-84 was the actual score. But a couple of heavyweight teams going at it here. LA would later go on to defeat the Pacers in the finals and win the championship. For the Trailblazers, visiting Trailblazers, it'll be Damon Stoudemire, sorry, at point guard, Steve Smith at shooting guard, Scottie Pippen, the old man, at small forward, Sheed Wallace at power forward, and Arvydas Sabonis showing up to play center in this one. Starters for the Lakers are going to be Ron Harper, Kobe, Glenn Rice, the aged one. It's AC Green, also a little long in the tooth, and then Shaquille O'Neal, sort of Shaq in his prime as he comes over from as a free agent from Orlando to play in LA with Kobe. All right, so I think we got everything set up here. Let's get our turnovers written in just in case we have a turnover. And we have our app, we have our cards, our scoring run cards, and we need to decide on the tip-off. So 1 to 50 to the Trailblazers, 51 to 100 to the Lakers, and the tip goes to the Trailblazers. So they will. LA is going to have the last shot of every quarter, and Portland is going to have the first go at it in every quarter. So let's just get this one started. Tip off goes to Portland. Portland down the floor, and right off the bat, they throw it away. A little bit of nerves maybe in game 7, and LA is happy to take over. 60 is going to be a 2-pointer, and that goes to the man, Shaquille O'Neal, as they get it to him down low. We have a different O'Neal up here. So it's going to be Shaq. This is Jermaine O'Neal, the young Jermaine O'Neal up here. And Shaq with 2 points puts the Lakers ahead 2-0. 51 is going to be an and one, so Portland comes back down the floor. And Rasheed Wallace takes it to the rack underneath, and he puts it in, and he gets fouled. So that's going to be 2 points, and his free throw percentage is 70, so he's going to make that. So the good old-fashioned three-point play for Rasheed Wallace, a bucket, and he puts in the free throw. LA down 3-2. They come, and right off the bat, here is an LA run. So that's going to be an 8-0 run from Los Angeles. So we got a 10 here, so that tells us which of our runs it is. 8-0 run for LA, and you can see they're a 1-3. Portland a 1-3. These are two of the best teams in the league. LA 67 wins. Portland almost pulled out 60 wins in the West. Just two power teams out there. And so an 8-0 run, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And, well, that's a terrible line. Let's do it that way. We're going to take our 2 minutes off the clock before I forget. We have our 8-0 sheet here. And so we're going to look here at the 65. 65 puts us in this row. So that's going to be a miss and a make at the free throw line for Ron Harper. And bucket for Kobe. Bucket for Rice. Bucket for Green. And just like that, LA is out front 10 3. Ball goes back to Portland. This is going to be an and 1. So Portland really taking it to the rim. It'll be Scottie Pippen getting down the floor as he he takes it in transition right down the middle. He throws it home. He gets fouled on the dunk, and he's going to put that in for the free throw. So another 3-point play for Portland, and they got 6. So 10-6 is the LA lead. There's a 61. That's going to be a bucket, and that goes to Ron Harper, as Ron Harper drains a 17-footer. He's got 3 in the first quarter. Oh, I'll eventually have to score there. Back down the floor is the Trailblazers. To the line goes Damon Stoudemire. Stoudemire's an 84% shooter. He makes them both. And that's going to be 2 for him, as the lead is 11-8. LA. 47 is going to be a 2-point attempt. Shot's going to be taken by Shaq. Shaq is being guarded by Sabonis. Sabonis is a -8 on his defense. Good defensive player. Both of these are good defensive teams. The Lakers are an excellent defensive team. Probably the best in the business. Just their big men are tough. But out here, look at that, -6 out on the edges. And it's just going to be hard to get off shots against them and make them. So 57 -8 is going to be a 49. And a 49, 1-49. And Shaq is going to miss on that 2-point shot. Back down the floor are the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers get to the line. This will be Sabonis as he gets it down low and gets hammered. He'll make the first 84% free throw shooter, and he makes the second. So that's the first 2 points of the game for Arvydas Sabonis. 11-10, the Laker lead, and they're going to get back to the line. So this will be Kobe, his first 2 shots of the game. This is going to be 2 for 2 at the line is Bryant, 80+% free throw shooter. 14-10 is our score. And it'll be a 14 is a turnover. That's turnover number 2 for the Trailblazers. The one thing they can't do against this excellent Laker team is turn it over. 62 is a 2-point shot. That's going to go to Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice puts it down. Puts it down, no problem. 16-10 as the Lakers stretch out their lead a little bit. And they force another turnover, and the Lakers will come back down the floor with the ball. 3 turnovers in the game for the Trailblazers early on. 22 is back to the line, as it will be Brian Shaw getting to the line. Shaw, a little fadeaway, and he got hit on the wrist, and so he's going to take a couple. 75% free throw shooter. He makes them both. And Brian Shaw is on the board in this one. 18-10, 8-point lead for the Lakers. Miami with the ball. Let's see what they can do. It's going to be a 2-point attempt for Rasheed Wallace. Wallace going up against Robert Horry. Horry, a -9 defender. So Sheed with a 44, 1-44, and it's good. And Wallace is going to miss that one. Sorry about my voice. I don't know what's going on with it here. So the Lakers come back down the floor off the miss, and this is going to be a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Glenn Rice. Rice is being guarded by Pippen. Pippen's a -5 defender, which puts Rice at a 39% shooter. So 1-39, and it goes in, and he is going to miss as Portland D's up Glenn Rice. Here's an 86. 86 is going to be an auto bucket. That's going to go to Detlef Schrempf. Schrempf is a former Pacer, former Supersonic, and in this season playing for the Trailblazers off the bench. 16, that's going to be free throw attempts to LA, and that will be Kobe at the line. 82% shooter, drains them both. He's got 6 in the quarter. Score is 20-12. 8-point lead for the Lakers here in the first quarter. Got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. 46 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Arvydas Sabonis. Sabonis being guarded by Shaq. Shaq's a -9, so that drops him down to a 41% shooter. So Sabonis banging around inside, and he can't get it to go. And so that's going to be a miss for the Trailblazers. Here's the first turnover for the Lakers as they throw it into the stands. Jack Nicholson gives it back to the ref as he catches that errant pass in the front row. Here's an 81. 81 is going to be a two-point bucket that comes from Rasheed Wallace. Wallace with the little jumper off the glass. Cuts the lead to 20-14. 6-point lead for the Lakers, and the Lakers having a real hard time here as they come back down the floor. That's going to be their second turnover. And the ball goes back to the Trailblazers. Portland with a bucket here. That's going to come from Bonzi Wells. Bonzi Wells played really well off the bench. He was sort of their main player, sixth man coming off the bench, and had some really great games. 20-16 is our score. LA finally gets back off the schneid as they get a bucket from Glenn Rice. Rice, who missed his last shot. He's undeterred, puts this one in. It's 22-16, 6-point lead for the Lakers. A 70 is going to be an automatic bucket that comes from Bonzi Wells again. So Bonzi Wells starting to heat up in this first half. 4 points in the first quarter off the bench for the Trailblazers. 22-18 is the score. Lakers with the ball. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. 82 is going to be an auto bucket. Not a team that shoots a lot of three-pointers here, but boy, they just fill it up from two. And 82 is going to be an auto bucket that comes from AC Green. AC Green has 4 in the first quarter. 24-18 our score. Here's another 2 points. That's going to come from Rasheed Wallace. Wallace with 2, 4, 6, 7 in the first quarter. And that makes it 24-20. Lakers, turnover number 3, matching the Trailblazers' 3 turnovers. And the ball goes back to the Trailblazers. This will be the last play of the quarter. A 28 is going to get them to the line. And this will be Steve Smith with his first opportunity. 85% free throw shooter. He knocks them both down. And Smith with his first 2 to end this first quarter. 24-22. Tentatively, let's tally everything up and see if that's the actual score. So we got 2 here from Stoudemire. Those 2 from Smith. 4 for Bonzi Wells off the bench. 3 for Pip. Got a bucket from Shrimp. 2, 4, 6, 7 for Rasheed Wallace. And a bucket for Arvydas Sabonis. 9, 11, 14, 18, 20, 22. That's what we got there. Excellent. So 22 for Portland in the first quarter. And what do we got for the Lakers? There's 3 for Harper, 6 for Kobe, 2 for Brian Shaw off the bench, another 6 in for Glenn Rice. There's 4 for AC Green, and Shaq getting a slow start, but a couple of points here in the first quarter. So 6, 12, 14, 20, 23. And I believe that is what we have. Oh, we got 24 for them. So give them an extra one somewhere. So 23-22 is our score. And we'll have to make sure that we just give them that extra there. Oh, I'm sorry. The Lakers, that's well, okay. All right, we have one more. So the Lakers with the ball. This is going to be a anticlimactic bucket, but that's going to go to Ron Harper as he puts it in for 2. And that's going to be 5 for him, 25 for the quarter. I'll change that. So 25, 22 is going to be our score. 25-22 Lakers is the score after one. Sorry about that. And Portland will have the ball to start the second quarter. As we move on, coming down the floor is the Trailblazers. And yet another and one. Boy, they just keep hitting them. And that's going to be to Scottie Pippen as he knifes down the lane, gets the pass from Sabonis, lays it in for two, and then he's also going to hit that foul shot. And so, second 3-point play for Scottie. Traditional, old school way, ties it at 25, so 25 apiece to begin the second quarter. Here's going to be a bucket that comes from Kobe. Kobe rises up from 17 feet, drains it from the elbow, and that's going to give the Lakers the lead, 27-25. Undeterred, the Trailblazers come right back down the floor. This is going to be Rasheed Wallace, so they get it down low to him. He gives a little pump fake, and he goes in with one hand and throws it in somebody's face. That's going to be a bucket. 27-27, an emphatic 2 points for Rasheed Wallace. Here's a 52. 52 is going to be an and one to the Lakers. That goes to Shaq as he gets it down low. He gets a little head fake, comes back to the middle, and he gets hit as he goes to lay it in. A little slap on the head. And he is going to be a terrible free throw shooter, 52%, but he does make this one. And so that's one of the 5 out of 10 that he makes. So that's going to be an old-fashioned 3-point play for Shaq, and that gives the Lakers a 30-27 lead. 78, that's going to be an auto bucket. That goes to 83. 83 is Detlef Schrempf with 4 in the game. Got a 66 here to the Lakers. 66 is going to be an auto bucket. That is to Brian Shaw. Shaw, nice little game. He's got 4 in the first period and some change. Back to the line. This is going to be Detlef Schrempf to the line. He's an excellent free throw shooter, 83%. He misses the first, and he makes the second. So kicking himself on that first one. But he does put in 1. The score is 32-30 LA. 77, that's going to be a bucket that goes to Glenn Rice. 2 points for Rice to start the second quarter. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. Here's a 42. 42 is going to be a free throw attempts for the Trailblazers. They actually have a pretty high number here, a pretty big range because their turnover ranges are a little smaller. So 16-35, we got a 42, and that's going to go to Steve Smith. Steve Smith, an excellent free throw shooter, knocks them both down. Smith with 4 in the game, and that brings us to 32-34. Lakers with a 2-point lead. Back to the line go the Lakers. This is going to be Kobe to the line. He knocks both down. Bryant with 4 in this quarter has got 10 for the game. 36-32 is the lead for LA. Oh, we got a turnover. That's turnover number 4 for Portland. And LA throws it in and walks it down the floor. Getting to the line is going to be Ron Harper as he takes the opportunity to drive down the lane. 68% shooter, not great, but good enough for the first one, and he misses a second, so it's going to be 37 now for the Lakers. 37-32 is our score. Here's a 46. 46 is going to be a 2-point attempt, and that comes from Damon Stoudemire, the lefty. He is being guarded by Ron Harper. Harper's a -6 defender, so that's going to throw him down to a 38. 1-38, and it's good for Stoudemire, and he misses. I want to say Stoudemire. They called him Mighty Mouse. Can't remember, but I think it was him. Oh, and the Lakers got a little run. This time it's going to be a 6-0 run for LA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. as LA with the second run of the game. Take our 2 minutes off, and let's get our 6-0 run here. So how did we get them, Coach? How did we get them? We got a 74. 74 puts us in this next to last row, so it's going to be a bucket from Bryant, and a bucket from Glenn Rice, and a bucket from AC Green. So that's how we got our score. We took our 2 minutes off, and we're going to have Portland bring the ball up the floor. 5 minutes left in the half. 28 is going to get them back to the line. This time it's going to be Steve Smith. Steve Smith, 1 of 2 from the line. So he makes the first, he misses the second, and that's 33. So 43-33, 10 points is the Laker lead, and they're going to get back to the line as well. This will be Kobe Bryant, who tries to take it down the lane. He gets hit, and he's going to be shooting 2 free throws, so he makes them both. Bryant, perfect from the line. 8 for 8 from the line. And the lead is 45-33. Portland with a 16 just narrowly avoids their fifth turnover. And instead, it's going to be Steve Smith back to the line. Smith redeems himself, knocks both free throws down. And that is a 45-35 lead, 10 points for the Lakers. Lakers back to the line as Kobe Bryant wearing out the charity stripe, and he gets 1 of 2, 82% free throw shooter, so he misses the second, makes the first, and that gives the Lakers a 46-35 lead. 11-point lead for the Lakers. Trailblazers bringing it down the floor. 24 is going to be Steve Smith getting back to the line, being a little bit more aggressive here in the second quarter as he is dropping free throws in. And the score now is 46-37, 9-point lead for the Lakers. Here's finally a 2-point bucket. That's going to come from Ron Harper. Harper with 5 in the first quarter has been pretty quiet here in the second, but this time he hits the jumper, and that's going to be a 48-37 lead for the Lakers. 54 just barely misses that and one. This is going to be a bucket that goes to Scotty. And Pippen now with 3, 5, 6, 8 in the game. 48-39 is the Laker lead. And this is going to be just narrowly missed another run, but that's going to be a Laker turnover number 4, as the Trailblazers get a steal and come back down the floor. 48 is going to be a 2-point attempt, as that goes to Detlef Schrempf. Schrempf from the baseline. He's being guarded by Glenn Rice. That's a -2, so 1-41, and he hits this little jumper, and he can't connect. And so Schrempf with the miss, and LA gets the rebound back down the floor. 82 is going to be a bucket. That's going to go to Derek Fisher, the lefty who gets into the game and on the scoring board for the first time. So 50-39 is the Laker lead. 11 points. 43 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That comes from Steve Smith. Smith being guarded by Kobe. Kobe's a -6 defender, so it knocks him down to a 1-43. 1-43, and this one's in, and it is. With Kobe Bryant in his face, Steve Smith stays hot. And that is a 50-41 lead for the Lakers. Good defense there by Bryant. Great shot by Steve Smith. And here is a 38. This is a 2-point attempt. That one's going to go to Derek Fisher again, as Fisher feeling it a little bit on the outside. He's being guarded by Damon Stoudemire, who is an average defender. 1-36. This one's going to be good, and it's not, as Fish misses his second shot, and that's going to be to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers looking to cut into this lead. An 80 is going to be a bucket. That's going to go to Scotty, as he hits from the baseline. And that's going to be 2 points for Pippen. The lead now is 50-43 Lakers. And the Lakers feeling the pressure a little bit, throw one away. And that's going to be turnover number 5 for LA. And leaving a little room for the Trailblazers to get back into this one. Free throws coming from Rasheed Wallace. He's a 70% shooter, and he makes both. Haven't heard from Wallace for a while, as he had 7 in the first quarter. He's got 11 total in the game. Let's give him this 2. 50-45, Lakers over the Trailblazers. This will be the last play of the half, and it's a shot for Kobe. Kobe being guarded by Steve Smith. Steve Smith, just an average defender there. So 1-48, Kobe's going to put this jumper in his face, and it goes off the back of the rim as the buzzer goes off. And that's going to be it for the first half. Our score 50-45. Let's go ahead and tally everything up here for the second quarter. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points for Steve Smith. Really nice. 11 for the game, 9 for the quarter. 2, 4, 6, 7 for Pippen. Got a 3 spot there for Detlef Shrimp and 4 for Wallace. Not a great scoring quarter for Portland. And let's see how it turns out for them. So 10, 14, 23. A little better than their first quarter, actually. So not quite so bad. 55. 45, right? That's where we should be. 45. Okay, so 23 there. Looking good. I like to congratulate myself whenever I can that I get the scoring right. So there's a 3 and a 2 and a 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So a really nice quarter for Kobe as he's got 15 in the game. 4 points. I don't know why I skipped one there. 4 points for Glenn Rice and 2. Don't know why I skipped that one there either. For AC Green, and we got a 3 spot for O'Neal. O'Neal yet to get off in this game as he's only got 5. We'll see what happens in the second half. So 5, 9, 11, 20, 25. And that's where we should be, right? 50? Okay. Looking good. 25. So both teams basically playing the same quarter over and over. A little bit of a Groundhog Day game for each of them. It's 50-45 going into the second half. Portland's going to have the ball first. And let's move over into the third quarter. You can see here that our app flips over to the third quarter automatically. We got 5 turnovers in the first half of the Lakers, 4 for the Trailblazers. 11 points here for Steve Smith, 10 for Pippen, and 11 for Rasheed Wallace. We got 15, game high 15 for Kobe Bryant, 10 points from Glenn Rice, and only 5 for Shaq. Surprisingly, 8 points for Harper, who's getting a few shots in, especially in the first quarter. So let's see how this one winds up. This is the Western Conference Finals, the 2000 Western Conference Finals, Game 7. Got the Trailblazers against the Lakers. Third quarter, Trailblazers bring it up the floor first, and that's going to be a bucket to Damon Stoudemire. Let's see if Stoudemire gets warm here in the second half. 50-47 is our lead for the Lakers. The Lakers throw it down into Shaq. Shaq gives a little pump fake, a little twist, and he goes up with 2 hands, and he hammers it home. And I think maybe this is going to be the half of Shaq. We'll see. 52-47 is the lead for LA. Another turnover. That's turnover number 5 for the Trailblazers. And LA comes back down looking to capitalize. That'll be a 2-point shot for Kobe. Kobe being guarded by Steve Smith. So a 1-48, and it's in. And he goes off the front of the rim and misses his first shot of the second half. Back down the floor off the rebound go the Trailblazers. and this will be 81. That goes to Detlef Shrimp with little jumper, and that's going to be a bucket for Portland. They cut the lead to 52-49. LA with the ball. This is going to be a 2-point shot. That goes to Kobe again. Chance to redeem himself, again being guarded by Steve Smith. 1-48. It's good, and this time it's nothing but the bottom of the net as Bryant puts it in for two. And 54-49 is the lead. The Trailblazers, again, another turnover. Turnover number 6. And LA comes down on the fast break. They get it out to Rick Fox on the floor. Fox from the corner is deadly, and nobody on him, and he puts it in for three. And they're going nuts at the Forum. Were they still at the Forum in 2000? I don't think they were at the Staples Center yet, right? I don't remember. What do I have? Do I have that? Where did they play? Oh, they are playing at the Staples Center, huh? Boy, that stadium is old. All right. That's older than I thought it was. All right. So Staples Center crowd is going nuts. And the Lakers are out to the 57-49 lead, back up to 6. Portland back down the floor. This is going to be a bucket. That's going to go to Stoudemire, who is starting to heat up. He's got 4 in the quarter. 51-57. Laker lead is 6. Here's a 2-point attempt. That's going to go down to Shaq. Shaq with Arvydas Sabonis on him. Sabonis, I don't think, can hang. He's a good defender, though, -8. So that's going to put a Shaq at a 49. 1-49, and he puts it in, and he misses this little baby hook. Portland with the ball, trying to cut into the lead. They get back to the line. This one is going to be Greg Anthony with his first attempts at the line. 77% free throw shooter. Anthony knocks them both down, and that's his first 2 of the game. 57-53, 4-point lead for the Lakers as we are at 8 minutes left in the third. And the Lakers throw this one away. That's turnover number 6. Each team with 6 turnovers now, and Portland back down the floor with the ball. Here's a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Steve Smith. Smith being guarded by Kobe. So that's a -6. That puts him down to a 1-43. Oh, and you can see here that he would have made that 49%. But Kobe D'd him up, and that means that Steve Smith gets the X. So LA back down the floor on the miss, and back to the line goes Shaq. Shaq, you can see, took the bulk of their free throws. 35% of their free throws came from Shaquille O'Neal, and that's going to be he's a 52% shooter. He knocks the first down, and he misses the second badly, and that's going to be 1 of 2 from the line for Shaq. 58-53 is the Laker lead. Here's a 43. 43 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Scotty. Scotty being guarded by Glenn Rice. Rice is a -2 defender, so 1-48, and Scotty's got this one, and he misses as Glenn Rice tees him up. Back down the floor come the Lakers. On the miss, this is going to be a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Glenn Rice. So he makes the play on one end. He gets the shot on the other. And this time it's Pippen guarding him. So 1-49 is going to be 1-39. I'm sorry. It's going to be a make for Glenn Rice, and he puts it in. So he makes the defensive play on one side, comes back down, and puts it in Pippen's face on the other. The lead is now 60 to 53, 7-point lead for the Lakers. And I don't know if I took anything off here, but 66, that's going to be a bucket that goes to Rasheed Wallace. So Wallace with his first 2 of the second half. He's got 13 for the game. The Lakers with the what do they got? 5-point lead and the ball. And they come down, they give the ball to Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice starting to heat up. He's got, I didn't give him that one, did I? Okay. That was why I didn't put it up here. So he's got 4 back-to-back trips down the floor. And the Trailblazers, with the fumbles, throw it out of bounds. And the Lakers come back down the floor. 78 is going to be an auto bucket. This time it's going to be Rick Fox. Fox already with 1-3 in this quarter. Puts home the little jumper. And the lead is 64-55. Trailblazers desperately in need of a run. And instead they get a bucket here. This is going to go to Brian Grant down low as he gets a rebound. And then he goes straight up and puts it in for 2. Here's the Lakers. Lakers got the run that the Trailblazers need. And it's going to be a 9-2 run for LA as they've gotten all the runs in this game. And as if they needed them. It's a great team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's always the ones that don't need it, right? And then we got 2 over here on the run. And let's get our 9-2 scoring run card. Where would that be? At the bottom, of course. All right, 9-2 run. And how did that happen for LA? A 0-7 puts us in this first one. So we got 6 points here from Ron Harper as he went 2, 4, 6. And we got a couple free throws for Kobe. And then AC Green with a make and a miss. And that's how we got to our 9. Let's see, the 2 is a couple points for Steve Smith. Smith continuing his nice game. He's got 13 for the game. And let's take our 2 minutes off the clock. Ball goes back to Portland. Portland comes down, and it's going to be Steve Smith with the shot. He's being guarded by Kobe, so that's a -6. That puts him down to a 1-43. And he in the face, Steve Smith says. And he puts that one right in front of Kobe and gives him a little bit of a look. And hopefully that's going to stir up the Trailblazers as they are down 73-61. So they need something big to happen for them. And instead it happens to the Lakers. Again, this is the way the Lakers play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-0 run. All right, Lakers, this is why nobody likes you. And that's going to take us into the fourth quarter. So 8-0 run by the Lakers. How'd they get there? We got a 54. 54 is going to be this middle one. So it's going to be a 3-pointer from Kobe. And that's going to be 2 buckets for Glenn Rice. And that is a miss and a make for Shaq. And nothing for the Trailblazers. I'm sorry, Trailblazers. Boy, tough go of it. So it's going to be our third quarter score there. Let's go ahead and tally everything up as we have rolled over 11:40 left in the fourth quarter with that scoring run. So we got 4 here for Stoudemire, who finally showed up to the games. Got 6 total. Got a bucket. Got 4 points for Steve Smith. And really everything just cooled off for the Trailblazers. And this is going to be a real ugly looking total here. So 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 points. So 16 plus 45 is 61, which is where they are. Not a great three-quarter total. 61 points. All right, so the Lakers, how did they do? Significantly better, it looks like. So it's going to be 6, 3, 5, 7 for Kobe. 8. Got an 8 spot there for Glenn Rice. He's got 12, 18 for the game. Only bested by Kobe Bryant. So that's 5 here. Off the bench for Rick Fox. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5, 10, 18, 25, 31 for the Lakers, who just seem to be getting stronger as it goes along. So it should be a 81. That's what they are. We got 31 here. All right. And so our score is 81 to 61. 20-point lead for the Lakers as the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are going to start the fourth quarter with the ball, and they really need something to happen here for them. Otherwise, this is going to be a really embarrassing loss. 47 is going to be a 2-point attempt, so nothing easy as Bonzi Wells gets the shot up against Kobe Bryant. It's a -6. That puts him at a 1-44 shot up in the air, and that goes off the back of the rim as Bonzi Wells gets eat up by Kobe. And the Lakers, with the rebound and the ball, come back down the floor. They get it to Kobe. Kobe slashes down the middle, and he gets hammered. Can't make the shot, but he's going to go to the free throw line for 2. He misses the first, and he makes the second, and that is Kobe with his first points of the fourth quarter. 82-61 is our score. Here's an 88. That's right at the top edge of the 2-point range for the Trailblazers, and that's going to be an automatic bucket for Sabonis. Sabonis we haven't heard from in quite a while, as he's got just 4 points for the game now. Much better offensive player than that, but playing against Shaq, it's tough sledding. Free throw attempts here goes to O'Neal. Speaking of O'Neal, he's going to miss the first, and he's going to make the second, so 1 of 2 for Shaq. And that gives the Lakers a 20-point lead again, 83-63. And back to the line go the Trailblazers. This is going to be Steve Smith to the line. He makes them both. Steve Smith, his first 2 of the fourth quarter. 83-65, Lakers over the Trailblazers. 38 is going to be a 2-point attempt. Let's see what Fisher can do. Fisher puts one up against Greg Anthony this time, so a -1. So Fisher on 1-35, and that's going to be in, and he just rattles it home. And so Fisher with the 2 gives LA a 22-point lead. Trailblazers come down and commit their 8th turnover of the game, and the Lakers capitalize on that. They throw it into Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice, dribble drive down to the baseline. He puts it up and in, and that's going to be a bucket for the Lakers. 87-65. 22 is the lead right now. Another turnover. Turnover number 9 for the Trailblazers. And LA comes back down the floor. They give it to Kobe. Kobe gets hit on the wrist as he shoots, and he misses that one, but it's going to be 2 free throws. He knocks them both down. And 3 points in the fourth for Kobe Bryant. 89-65 is our score. 58, that's going to be an auto bucket. That's going to go to Scotty. Scotty also, who we haven't heard from in a while. You can see there's just a whole lot of nothing here in the third quarter. In the second half, they've shut down Scottie Pippen. And let's give them their 2. So the score is 89-67. 22 is the lead, and LA finally comes down and commits the turnover in the second half. And Portland, doing themselves no favors, comes down and commits their own turnover. So this is going to be a 2-pointer. That's going to go to AC Green. AC Green getting into the mix a little bit with 2 points in the fourth quarter. 91-67 is the lead for LA. 25 will get them to the line. This is going to be Brian Grant, just a 65% shooter. He makes 1 of 2. And Grant is here. Gives them 1 extra, so the score is now 91-68. So 23 is the lead for the Lakers. 52 is going to be an and 1. That's going to go to Travis Knight. We got a Travis Knight sighting, who puts it in. He goes to the line and he puts it home for the traditional 3-point play. So we got a 2 and a 1, and that's going to be a bam, bam, bam. That's a 3-point play. 94-68 is our score. Just 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. This one is what we call out of hand. And that's going to be to Sabonis. Sabonis with the bucket. Score here is 94-70, 24-point lead for the Lakers. They go to the line. This will be Shaq back to the line. He misses one and makes one. Seems to be a common pattern for him. He's about a 50% shooter. So 95-70, 25-point lead for the Lakers. Here's going to be a 3-ball, and that comes from Jermaine O'Neal, of all the people. That's an automatic 3, and that comes from Jermaine O'Neal, probably at the shot clock, just lets it loose. And that's going to be a 3-pointer nonetheless. So 73-95 as the Trailblazers cut a little bit into the lead. But LA comes right back down the floor, and they have Glenn Rice for a bucket. Glenn Rice with 4 in the fourth quarter as they get to 97-73 in this game. 5 minutes left in the game. Another turnover from Portland. That's turnover number 11 for the Trailblazers, which has really been it's really been a huge factor in the game. 76 is going to be a bucket. That's going to go to AC Green. AC Green getting a little mop-up bucket time. So 99-73, and the Laker crowd at the Staples Center is starting to feel this one as the clock winds down to 4 minutes left in the game. 31 is going to be free throw attempts. That goes to Damon Stoudemire. He is going to knock home 1 of 2. Makes the first, misses the second. And our score here is 99-74, 25, the lead for the Lakers. Here's a bucket that comes from Glenn Rice. Rice puts in another. That's his 6th point of the fourth quarter. And they cross the century mark, 101-74. Portland comes back down the floor. They are not giving up. Rasheed Wallace with an easy 2, as nobody is guarding particularly hard now, just trying to get to the end of this one. 101-76, 25-point lead for the Lakers. 3 minutes left in the game. Here's a 37. 37 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Kobe. And Kobe is being guarded by Bonzi Wells. So that drops him down to a 44. 1-44, it's a miss. And a make. And he makes it. Kobe with the hard-earned bucket gives the Lakers a 103-76 lead. Here's a 27. That's back to the free throw line for Damon Stoudemire. Stoudemire puts them both in this time. He's got 3 in the fourth quarter. And that is a 103-78 lead, 25 for the Lakers. Here's a 54. 54 is going to be an and one as Kobe takes it down the lane. He gets hit, lays it in, and then puts in the free throw for the 3-point play. So 1, 2, 3, and it's 106. 106-78. Tough one here. This is going to be a tough loss for the Trailblazers. As they go back to the line, this is going to be Detlef Schrempf. Schrempf puts them both in, and he's got his first 2 of the fourth quarter. Gets the Trailblazers to 80. 106-80 is the score here. LA with the ball. A minute and 40 left. They go back to the line. This will be Derek Fisher to the line, 72% free throw shooter. Fisher knocks them both down. He's got 6 for the game. Score here is 108-80. 28-point lead for the Lakers. This one's going to be put in, and that will be Detlef Shrimp with back-to-back scores. He's got 4 in the fourth quarter, and it's 108-82. 1 minute left in the game. Here's a 60. That's going to be a bucket. That goes to Travis Knight again. Knight getting a little garbage time here at the end of the game. He's got 5. 110-82. And finally, with 40 seconds left, the Trailblazers get a scoring run. Man, that is too little too late. But they did get a scoring run. It's going to be a 6-0 run for the Trailblazers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make the score just a little bit more respectable. And how did they get there? Let's see. A 6-0 run. We got a 52. 52 puts us here. So it's going to be a couple of free throws for Steve Smith. A 4-point play for Scotty as he puts in a 3 and a 1, and that's how they got to their 6. So we are not going to take, I guess we could just end the game right there. So we'll just end the game right there. There's 40 seconds left. If we take 2 minutes off, it's not going to do anything. So we'll just run this down, and that will be our game. This is a blowout, and let's go ahead and total up the fourth quarter for each team. It's a 3, 4, 6, 4, 2, 1, 4, and 3. So a lot of variety here of scoring, just not a whole lot of scoring. So 7, 13, 17, 19, 20, 27. Their best quarter, though, by far, Portland. So 27 plus 61 should be 88, and that's where they wind up. So 27, and their total is 88 points. We got a 4 here, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 for Kobe in the fourth quarter. Nice consistency for him. We got 6 here, we got 4 here, we got 2 here, and we got 5. Yeah. So 12 plus 20 is 22, 24, 29, as LA puts together a pretty good quarter. 29 plus 81 is 110, right? That's where they wind up, 110. So, all right, that's going to be your final score. Final score here is 110-88. So a 22-point blowout for the Lakers at home, Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. Again, not something that we really saw. The game was actually quite close, Game 7. But do we have any blowouts like that? Here was a blowout. So Portland on the Lakers floor by 30. All right, so that's a little payback today. This one, 15-point win by the Lakers in Game 1. So there were a couple of healthy wins, we should say, healthy wins in this one. A couple of heavyweight punchers going at it. So let's tally it up. So 2, 6, 9 for Stoudemire. We got 2 off the bench for Greg Anthony, 11, 15, 19. Nice game from Steve Smith. 4 points off the bench for Bonzi Wells. 16 for Scotty in this one. Got 5, 7, 11 for Detlef Shrimp, filling in for Scotty. 11, 13, 15, and that is for Rasheed Wallace. 3 off the bench for Brian Grant. 6 for Sabonis, which is quite low, I would think. And then we got a 3-pointer from Jermaine O'Neal, who chucked one up. So team high 19 for Steve Smith and with the Trailblazers. And let's see what we got here. So it's going to be 8-14 for Ron Harper. Really nice game. 6 off the bench for Derek Fisher. 15, 22, 30. Game high 30 for Kobe Bryant. There's 4 off the bench for Brian Shaw. 10, 18, 24. Nice game there from Glenn Rice as well. 5 points for Rick Fox. Fox had a 3 from the corner, which is very Fox-like. 6, 7, 11 for AC Green. AC said 10%. So 5, 9, 11. Shaq winds up with 11. We don't keep rebounds and blocks and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, he'd have probably had a million of those. He did affect a lot of Sabonis' shots here. Apparently, kept the lane, kept anybody from scoring down low, even Rushy Wallace. So 5 points for Travis Knight in a little garbage time pickup. And this is going to be the Western Conference Finals in the 2000 playoffs. This is a new set for up-tempo basketball, 1999-2000 season, and a lot of great players. LA eventually wins against Indiana in that season. Shaq winds up being the league MVP, and you will be able to get this set pretty soon. I'm just making sure I go through and edit everything, and there's no errors as we go along. But it should be up soon and ready for you to purchase. You can go to uptempobasketballgame.com, uptempobasketballgame.com, and purchase not only this season, but there's some other 90s seasons. There's some seasons for the 80s, and a couple of ABA seasons from the 70s, as well as last season from the NBA, so 2021-22. It comes with the cards that you see. So all of these cards are, they're from this season set, and you get a lot of great players here. You get Kevin Garnett. This was a really good Knicks team with Sprewell, Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston. Miami Heat team with Jamal Mashburn and Alonzo Mourning made a lot of waves. The Spurs, you could play Duncan and Robinson together, sort of one last go around for them. And then really entertaining Sacramento team with Jay Williams, Chris Webber, Divac, Peja Stojakovic, who was just like a crazy shooter. You got Steph Marbury here for the Nets, young Steph Marbury, Keith Van Horn, Glenn Robinson, Danny Manning. Got a lot of really great players. Sam Cassell, sort of middle career for Sam Cassell, and these are just the ones that I've cut out from the same sheets. But tons of Vince Carter in his prime, Allen Iverson. So there's a lot of really talented NBA players. A lot of fun games to be had with this set. So again, you can get that at uptempobasketballgame.com. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down in the comment section below this video. You can also email me directly at uptempobasketballgame@gmail.com. And if you have anything that you don't necessarily want to share on the very public forum of YouTube, you can email it to me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. And if you want to get notified of when new videos are posted, you can just click on the little bell icon, and you'll be notified either by email or in the app, or both, however you choose, whenever new content goes up. And I've got some games in different places. Maybe I'll try to be posting them as well. And I plan to start a Facebook group officially, finally, for Uptempo Basketball. Some people have been asking for that, just to connect with others who are playing Uptempo Basketball, maybe even what some of your mods are for the game, and what people are doing. I know that there are a couple of modifications for fouls and adding different types of fouls into the game, and also um, possibly even adding in things like assists and rebounds and stuff like that. So maybe some things to think about. Definitely others who are playing the game. The game is done quite well. I think it really fills a niche in the industry. It plays pretty quickly compared to a lot of basketball games, although it leaves out some detail. I think if you're just interested in the players and you're interested in the flow of the game and you're cool with some basic stats like free throws and shooting and scoring, then I think that this game would be perfect for you. All right. I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.